Actually, on April 12th, 1860, Jefferson Davis, who at the time was one of the senators, U.S. senators from Mississippi, stood before his colleagues in the U.S. Senate and uttered the phrase, "The inequality between the black and white races was stamped from the beginning." And so ironically, my book came out on the very day that the sort of title was inspired from. And he made that statement because there was a bill on the floor that was considering granting funds to educate black people in DC. And of course, he got up and argued against it. Of course, many of you know Jefferson Davis later became the president of the Confederacy. And I sort of start with that very small story to say that that was, to a certain extent, indicative of the long and lingering history of racist ideas. That you essentially, over the course of American history, had racist policies put in place, or you had individuals who did not want anti-racist policies to be put in place, like a bill that would provide education to black children in Washington, D.C. in the same manner that educational funds were being provided to white children. And then you had individuals like Jefferson Davis reproduce racist ideas to either challenge those anti-racist bills or to defend existing racist bills, to defend existing racist policies. And so what I'm saying in a nutshell is that typically we've been taught this history that ignorance and hate has led to racist ideas. And then individuals who have these racist ideas are the ones who essentially have created these viciously racist policies that have impacted the lives of people of African descent over the course of American history. And what I found through studying the history of racist ideas is that the connection actually has been quite the opposite. And so what I'm saying is that I've sort of differentiated between what I call the producers of racist ideas, these powerful producers, somebody as influential as a Jefferson Davis, or somebody as influential today as a Donald Trump. I'm talking about these powerful producers of racist ideas, or powerful producers of ideas. I'm differentiating between them and the consumers of those ideas, people like us, right? People like you and I. In my book, I study the history of these producers of ideas. Why were they producing these ideas? And I found that people created racist ideas to justify the slave trade. I found that people created racist ideas to justify slavery. I found that people created racist ideas to justify segregation. I found that people continue to create racist ideas to now justify mass incarceration. And so I'm finding that we had these policies in place, we had these disparities in place, and then people were creating racist ideas over the course of American history to justify and rationalize them. And then it caused you and I, having consumed these ideas, to look out at America and to see disparities, or to see people enslaved, or to see 2 million black people in jail, right? Or to see hundreds of thousands of people in chains coming over to America, and view that as normal. And view that as normal. That's the power that racist ideas have had over the course of American history. And I try to chronicle that in Stamped from the Beginning, that these ideas have been powerful enough to make us believe that inequities are normal.